Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So I took my domino to rank 3 like a week ago I think from now, and I hadn't actually posted too much footage. So today I decided to take my domino in Act 6.4, and I know this is one of the simpler lanes, however champion attacks and health pools are still at a level of 6.4, and I was genuinely surprised how quickly she was able to finish all of the fights. So I decided to record the entire lane clear using only domino, including the boss skill. And yeah, she blitzed through the entire lane, including the boss, in like 10 minutes, man. And that's like really fast. And no boost involved, nothing like that. That's just Domino's Trinity and basically Nick Fury plus Deadpool's synergy, so she can heal up in the fights. And I don't have to worry about like her health level too much. Here, as you can see, we're in a domino mirror match, and 19 hits in. The domino goes down, and that's pretty much kind of like the trickiest fight on this lane. So 19 hits it took to take down a 6.4 opponent. I mean, that is quite an insane damage output there if you think about it. And probably if I kind of like stuck only to parry heavy, that could have been even a bit lower. But hey, let's go up against this Angela now. You can see that 4 hits in, she's at 63%, man. And 6 hits it, she's already below 40%. So at this point, probably if I wanted to go for as little hits as possible, I possibly could have done it with another heavy attack, but I go for level 2. Unfortunately, no bleed, so I'm gonna have to drop another heavy attack. Poor old me, 13 hits to take down 6.4 opponent. Jesus, that damage output, and that wasn't even like with the best RNG, but I did get quite lucky on the heavy crits there, and therefore the incinerate damage was quite impressive. But man, that is pretty much the reason why I ranked up Domino, because sometimes it's just fun to absolutely blitz through some of these fights. Now again, I'm still not sure whether I have absolutely made the right decision, but I definitely made the decision that is the more fun one. And Domino is certainly putting in some real work here. We can see that some huge bleeds, stun loops. Unfortunately, none of the hits on Special 2 crit. However, after Special 2, Black Panther is still stunned. At this point, he's ticking down for 5+K. And yeah, down he goes. And that is as quickly, as simply as you can see, pretty much any champion blitz through Act 6.4. She makes them look like, I don't know, master mode opponents, because quite often, even in uncollected, many fights take longer than that. But hey, that's Domino, I suppose. So here we start with a crit, 3+K per tick. Now a bit lower at 2K per tick. Now a nice crit, 5.3K per tick. And we can see that 4 heavy attacks in, that blade's already kind of halfway down. And I'm going to go for my level 2 here, a bit too late, but still some solid damage out with last hit crit for 35k, plus he's bleeding at this point, 1 more heavy attack, and that's pretty much all she wrote in this fight, so 15 hits. So being regularly and routinely able to finish these fights out in like sub 20 hits is quite crazy for me. And that damage is definitely one of the finest kind of like examples of a huge damage potential in a game, I would say. And now we're going to go up against Crossbones. Now, obviously, against Crossbones, I do have to be careful, because he does have a chance to shrug off my stuns and incinerates and gain fury buffs, so on and so forth. So I do kind of want to typically wait a split second to see if that stun sticks and then land my heavy attack. But again, 6 hits in, he was like already halfway down. Then I noticed a chance to go for my level 2. Unfortunately, no bleed, no crits on this level 2. So that was quite a disappointing level 2, all in all. But I'm just going to go back to some parry heavies, and the fight should be finished quite soon here. And nothing too much to worry about. As we can see, just trying to time it for that parry, so I don't make a silly slip up. And still, yeah, 3.4k per tick incinerate, another heavy attack, which he unfortunately shrugged it off, and just a combo on level 2 to finish it off. So he was dead at like 27 hits, and that is one of the longer fights because of like the bad RNG, I guess you can say, or the way I fought. But either way, 27 hits is hardly a long fight when it comes to 6.4. And now we're going to be up against Gambit. No more class advantage in this fight as well. But still, shouldn't be too tricky. Shouldn't be anything too difficult. First hit crits. He gets incinerated for 4k plus. Second heavy, unfortunately, doesn't. That's only 1.5k. 1.4k. Not the best RNG here at this point. Now a solid crit for 5k plus incinerate and get to a level 2. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Nice solid 66k crit on that level 2, and that's 18 hits. Again, sub 20 hit 6.4 fights definitely will put a smile on your face without a doubt every single time you try it. Now, next opponent will be Drux. Again, it's a very simple, straightforward fight, nothing too much to kind of like worry about. First heavy does crit 4.6k incinerate damage, then it's followed up by 1.8k incinerate, now 6.3k incinerate. Now that is one of the highest kind of like numbers we have seen in this run. Again, 10 hits in, I'm already at level 2. Unfortunately, I didn't get the bleed, but again, Drux is still stunned after level 2. So I get another easy opening, go for another heavy attack. It's ticking down for like 5k there, just gonna drop a regular combo, and the fight's over. 27 hits, so it didn't finish quite sub 20, even though I possibly could, but I just chose to go in with some regular combos. And now the mini boss, and the mini boss is a rogue. Now Rogue is obviously shrugging off all of the debuffs much quicker, so I'm not gonna have access to nearly as much like incinerate damage, but still, thanks to Massacre synergy, it still lingers for a while, and it still does tick away quite decent amount. And same will go for bleeds. That synergy really does kind of help to extend Domino's damage output here, but I possibly would have been better off going for like full hit combos and just not play the parry heavy style. But either way, it's working out quite well. Now I'm going for level 2, some semi-decent crits, I guess. It's not the best amount of damage I have seen from Domino, but hey, it still was 40 plus k on that level 2, so I can't complain too much. 20 hits in, and she is halfway down, and her health pool obviously is quite a bit more stacked as well. I think it was like 350k health on this mini boss in particular, and the previous opponents were like 250k health or something like that. So now at this point I'm past level 2. I was thinking whether to shoot my level 2 or level 3. I decided to push myself up to a level 3 and then finish off the fight. Here I get some nice crits in as well, because why not? Another heavy crit. She's at 20%. The level 3 kind of seems unnecessary at this point when a rogue is at 13% health, but hey, why not? We can just use it to finish off the fight, which lasted, oh my god, for so long compared to every other fight up until this point. But hey, she basically immediately dies at 49 hit mark after the level 3, and now we're going to be going up against the main boss, which is Thor Ragnarok in this chapter. Now he's going to be a bit trickier because obviously I do need to keep an eye on that hit counter when he gets the power gain, plus he has a power reserve, so I'm going to be forced to play quite a bit more like conservative and maybe not necessarily go for max damage output, just in order to manage his power better and manage my own power level better, so I have a special attack ready when needed to disable his power gain. But first things first, I need to get to 15 hit combo in order to start dealing the damage. And now at this point, there's pretty much nothing stopping me from absolutely shredding this guy. So he has 100k PI, but I do have class advantage, so that is an upside there as well. Here I successfully bait out a couple of special attacks, and here I go from heavy attack into level 1 to kind of like immediately switch off his power gain without taking any chances. I go for another heavy attack, and things are working out quite well at this point, I'd say. He's ticking down for like 6k plus, which is awesome. And yeah, first 15 hits did no damage, then the next 10 hits did 22% of his total health, which is quite a savage amount there. Now I still kind of like get in a couple of those mediums, just to kind of like push him past bars of power and manage to bait out his specials more efficiently. Go for a heavy attack, because why not? And now I'm going to go for another heavy attack. Now he is at a 15 combo, so I do need to be wary when and how to switch off his power, and I successfully do it here. It did get quite high. I probably should have dropped that special attack like a hit or two earlier to be able to switch it off quicker, but that still worked out, so it's not too bad. And we can see that he is going down quite steadily. We are having to spend a lot of time baiting out the special attacks and all that, but all things considered, with as how little hits I am able to land freely over the course of time. I definitely cannot complain about the speed that this guy is going down. We can see that heavy attack crits for like 16k, then 4k incinerates for a while after that. And what's not to like? Hey, right? And again, I wanted to bait out a special attack from this guy, going with the medium. Do not want to extend these combos too much because I do not want to keep consistently throwing my special attacks just to disable that power gain. So I kind of want to do a bit more damage per hit if possible. Another incinerate. The fight is nearly over, and obviously this is also the last fight of the video. So if you did enjoy watching some crazy domino numbers in 6.4, then hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all of the buttons, share it with your friends if they are possibly considering ranking up domino or for whatever other reason. But hey, that is it for today. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, well, then come back for more. See ya.